Hey, this is Jamie with Carry Your Cross. Good morning. It's 10:28 Sunday morning. I just came on to do a little study about comparisons between the Islamic Mahdi, and the Antichrist in the Bible. It's a good comparison. I hope you enjoy it. Uh, we'll get right into it. The concept that the Islamic Mahdi shares striking similarities with the biblical Antichrist is a subject of significant study. In comparison, below is a breakdown of how these two figures align according to the scripture and tradition. 1. The global leader and the 7-year treaty. Both figures are described as rising to power during the time of worldwide chaos to establish a new order. Bullet 1. The biblical Antichrist in Daniel 9:27, the prince is who is to come, makes a firm covenant treaty with many for 1 week, widely interpreted as 7 years. Bullet 2. The Islamic Madai is Islamic Hadith traditions state that the Madai will emerge to bring justice to the world and will reign for a period of 7 years. Some traditions say 9, but I think that's in a they're just trying to add to change it up because they know what it's about. Bullet 3, the parallel. Both are seen as charismatic leaders who establish a Pacific 7-year period of global governance and peace before the final conflict. 2. The white horse and global conquest. Scripture and tradition both use the imagery of a conqueror on a white horse. Bullet 1. The biblical Antichrist, Revelation 6:2, describes a rider on a white horse who has a bow and a crown, going out, conquering and to conquer. Many theologians identify this as the Antichrist mimicking the true Christ, therefore, Antichrist. Bullet 2. The Islamic Madai. Islamic traditions, specifically citing in the Kabbalah Habar, mentions the Madai leading a conquest while riding a white horse. 3. The parallel, both are depicted as peaceful conquerors initially, using the white horse symbol to represent victory or a holy mission. 3. Religious change and the seat of power. Both figures are associated with Jerusalem and a shift in the world's religious landscape. Bullet 1. The biblical Antichrist. 2 Thessalonians 2:4 says the man of lawlessness will oppose every so-called God, and it sits as God in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Daniel 11:37 notes he will show no regard for the guards of his ancestors. Bullet 2. The Islamic Mahdi. The Mahdi will expected to establish Jerusalem as his capital or caliphate, that caused the entire world to convert to Islam, effectively abolishing other religions. 3. The parallel. Both seek to move the center of world worship to Jerusalem and demand a singular global religious alliance. 4. The miracle working companion, the false prophet. The Bible speaks of a second figure who assists the Antichrist, which parallels with the Islamic view of the returning Isa, Jesus. Bullet 1. The biblical false prophet, Revelations 13, verse 11 through 12, describes a second beast who speaks like a dragon and makes the earth and those who dwell in it worship the first beast. He performs great signs to deceive people. Bullet 2. The Islamic Isa, or Jesus. In Islamic, Jesus returns not as the Son of God, but as a subordinate to the Mahdi. He is said to break the crosses, kill the swine, and testify that Islam is the only true path. Bullet 3. The parallel. In both scenarios, a prophetic figure supports the primary leader, performing miracles or acts that validate the leader's authority to the world. 5. And this is when it gets a little crazy, guys. Beheading and persecution. The method of dealing with infidels or unbelievers is nobly similar in both descriptions. Bullet 1. The biblical Antichrist, Revelation 20, verse 4, explicitly mentions those who were beheaded for their witness to Jesus and for refusing the mark of the beast. Bullet 2. The Islamic Mahdi. Islamic tradition describes a period of intense warfare where those who do not submit to the Mahdi's rule or the caliphate are executed, frequently through beheading, which is a traditional historical penalty in that concept. This is a comparison table, and it says feature biblical Antichrist and the Islamic Mahdi, and it says duration of reign 7 years, Daniel 9:27, and the Islamic Mahdi 7 years in the Hadith. Imagine that. Primary horse. The biblical view is a white horse in Revelation 6:2. The Islamic Mahdi is a white horse in Islamic tradition. The capital city, Jerusalem, 2 Thessalonians 2:4. Jerusalem is in the Hadith. Religious goal, worships of self Satan of the biblical view, and the religious goal, the Madai, forces conversion to Islam. The companion in both is the false prophet in Revelation 13, and their companion is the Islamic Asa, or Isus, or Jesus. The execution method in the Bible, it's Revelation 20, verse 4, beheading. In the Hadith, beheading is the same. Pretty interesting. Note, from a biblical perspective, 1 John 2:22 defines the Antichrist as he who denies the Father and the Son. Because Islam doctrine explicitly denies that God has a son in the Surah 112, verse 3, many biblical scholars point to this as the primary spiritual link between the two descriptions. Very interesting. I hope you enjoyed that. Uh, much more. Why don't you guys, comment and leave a description about future studies. May God bless you all. I love you. Thanks for being with me. And to the next time.